Good morning. Ooh, sorry y'all about the first lie. Good morning, Almond Brown. Afraid. Good morning. Good morning, Queen Bop. Pinkly Pink. Good morning, lovely one. Thank you for that comment. Good morning, Shay. How y'all doing this morning? Good morning, Princess. I hope y'all having a good morning. Thank you for the 10 likes. I appreciate it. Cha. How y'all doing this morning? Good morning, Lisa. Okay, good morning for everybody that's coming in. Thank you for the love and likes. I appreciate them. Uh, we bike. We bike. Hey, it's a lot going on. Uh, so I got the impression because I'm gonna respond to some comments and commentary that was made yesterday pertaining to me and the voting and me being pro-black. And I am told, how could I be pro-black and I don't vote? Good morning, Gamma. Good morning, Courtney. Now, thank you for the 19 likes. Now, I'm just trying to understand what do voting have to do with me being pro-black? And I'm still trying to understand too, what does us and the beefs that they're dragging each other and coming for each other have to do with white folks coming for us as well? That's another thing that I'm trying to understand and getting, you know, uh I just find it to be funny. And the reason why I find it to be funny is because it's always excuses. It's always excuses for shit. And they're going to feel the way that they do. But understand this. I don't care how much you vote. I don't care who goes and votes. Okay? I do not care. But I can tell that a lot of people and some content creators really care about me not voting, me saying that the voting is bullshit, and them roping the voting into the government. I don't understand how your government and the voting is such intertwined with each other the most when your government works for you. It don't really have anything to do with the voting, because let's be honest, if we take the voting out of the equation, then your government still has to work for you. That's why we're called taxpayers. Oh, jeez. I ain't got no problem with nobody who wants to vote. But don't have no problem with me when I want to vote, when I don't want to vote. Okay? I don't think that shit is working, and some of y'all is not seeing it, and I don't care if you're not seeing it. Trust and believe, I'm not changing nobody's mind about the situation. Thank you for the 23 likes. Hey, Hoodoo. And you wrote me Hoodoo on my video, but you didn't. You erased the comment. Do you vote locally? No, I don't vote locally. Okay, I don't do any of that voting bullshit. It's not worth me doing it. But don't tell me what I can and cannot say when it comes to the government. That shit kind of irritates me. Good morning, Gamma. Good morning, Rosie. Hold on, let me run to the bushes. This girl ain't go forward. I'm in brown. Like, I'm just trying to hide Diamond. I'm just trying to figure out why they keep trying to why they keep trying to like come at me about this whole voting shit. Like, leave me alone about the voting, okay? If you want to be vote, if you still thinking these people gonna help your ass, then hey, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Then they got mad cause said, that's all I'm interested in is my state. I feel you on the voting issue. I never really don't feel like voting this year myself. I'm just wanting to get that evil orange mofo out the office. And a lot of people is doing it to get him out the office. And I understand why they doing it, to be honest, but let's be real. If they want him, and I'm not talking about y'all or his supporters, if they want him and they know who they are, they will keep him in the office for another 4 years if they want him to be in the office for another 4 years. It doesn't necessarily has to be about y'all voting him out of the office. It's people who run things behind the scenes that does the things that they do for a reason. Now, I can still see that a lot of people still didn't go to see the video that I told them to go and see pertaining to that whole voting thing. Now, if the system is rigging itself, why the hell? You know what I'm saying? Why the hell is you voting when they can manipulate the system? And Dr. Shiva showed this on the live with Young Farah. He have showed it on his own live, or where he showed the evidence of how they can manipulate the system when it comes to the voting. Okay, not only can they manipulate it, but they also can throw out votes and collect more votes if they want, or collect lesser votes than they want. You could have 5,000 people in one damn city and they have like 10,000 votes. Where the rest of them 5,000 votes coming from? You see what I'm saying? I was telling them to go see the video about the video that Dr. Shiva and Young Farah did when it came to the voting situation. There you go, lovely. I had told them to go and vote Let me go and vote, child. Look at y'all. I have told them to go and see that video. I have told them to go see other videos pertaining to the voting. But don't get mad at me because I did more research when it came down to the voting. Okay, I used to vote. I did. But like me and many others, we see that there's no change in the voting. And I just don't get why black folks so bent on this whole voting situation. I still don't see anything that any president that y'all have voted for have done for you or tried to help. Then you have idiots saying, well, it's not their job to help you. Then what exactly is their job? Because last time I checked, your government works for you. Your president works for you. And the president that you're voting for is supposed to be in the best interest of you in your race, correct? That's the reason why most of y'all vote Democrat. Then a person had the nerve to say to me about what the hell the Democrats did and how the Republicans don't do this and do that. And I'm like, but you fail to realize when this whole voting system came into play, the Republicans was the Democrats. Now, the Democrats are the Republicans. I'm confused. I'm confused. Good morning, Naturally. And I feel that the damn enslaves us. The local voting matters more. That could be true, but everything is connected for a reason. The internet is connected worldwide for a reason. The people who runs the internet knows everything that goes on in your internet for a reason. It's a reason why they do that. Now, a lot of people may feel like it's because I'm a conspiracy theorist. That's another reason why I may not vote. That does have a lot to do with it. Because if you actually research a lot of the conspiracy videos or people who have spoke on it, they will tell you why it's bullshit on both sides. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't looking at it as in a black and white stand when it comes to the voting situation, because their audience is both black and white and they're just letting them know. But at the end of the day, they still caught a lot of heat from some people who still felt differently. When you don't vote, you really don't have a say. And Renee, I just want to know, where did you get that mindset from? Because I see a lot of people say that same shit. If you don't vote, you don't have a say. If you don't vote, you can't complain. If you don't vote, then you can't be mad at this and that. You don't vote, but you on government assistance. You know, I'm not on the government assistance. I wish I was still on government assistance. Literally, I do. So I'm trying to figure out how a person doesn't have a say so because they don't believe in the voting system and they feel like the system is rigged and it's not for our best interest, but it's for them to tell you what you want to hear. I'm guessing that many people don't think that these people will tell you what you want to hear so that you can vote for them. And then I'm going to bring up the stimulus situation because last time I checked, the stimulus belonged to me. Last time I checked, every American is supposed to get a stimulus check due to the pandemic. I didn't know I'm not allowed to get a stimulus check because of voting. I didn't know my stimulus check had anything to do with voting. But see, keep in mind, this is why it took them forever and a day to even pass a stimulus check. And you got the Republicans and the Democrats going back and forth on deals and on deals and shit and bills that they trying to call themselves passing, but yet y'all still get handed crumbs. And these same old people, how many times have people been trying to vote Nancy out the office and she's still there? How many times people tried to vote Mitch out the damn seat and he's still there? I don't understand how the voting has anything to do with the stimulus, for one, because now that so many of y'all so bent on that situation, they ain't even trying to give y'all no damn stimulus until election. Even though they claim that they're gonna get a deal done by this week, and then people supposed to be getting their stimulus by next week or shit like that. But come on, this is the same tactics that they play. It's not my fault that I see it differently than the rest of you do. My stimulus ain't got shit to do with no damn voting. This is why many people are losing their houses and their jobs and everything in between, because y'all people got them thinking that the voting is way more important than the stimulus check, even though the American people suffering. I don't get that mindset. I don't get that mindset. I don't. And this is why they play the games that they do. They tell you what you want to hear. Okay? They tell you what you want to hear. But like I said, nothing still have not been done. Y'all got all this issues with me, but I don't see none of y'all have no issues with the damn news telling y'all about all this fraud that's going on with these big corporations. I don't see none of y'all complaining. I don't see none of y'all on those videos complaining, but you want to come and complain to me about voting, but yet you don't think that big companies, corporations, and CEOs have a hand in shit, endorsing presidents and shit for their own political agenda. But you don't see that because you're too busy worrying about what the next person doing, but you ain't worrying about all your money getting taken away from you and given to corporations. Now, during this whole pandemic, every last one of them got a bailout, and yet and still they have to argue back and forth, the Dems and the Republicans, over how much they want to give the American people. But when it came down to them giving money to these corporations, to the stock market, to these rich folks, and I'm going to say wealthy folks, not rich, the wealthy, they actually gave rich folks money too. None of y'all complained about it. None of y'all is upset about it. But you more upset about a damn vote than you is about the damn government giving all your money away as a taxpayer to corporations who have billions upon billions of dollars that their companies make. Make that make sense for me. I'm just saying. Thank you for the 34 likes, Shy. I get what you're saying, but will it hurt the vote? It won't hurt the vote. I do need StreamYard. Good morning, Miss X. I do. I do. I need to get StreamYard fastest pace to have access in Business Week. Hmm. We also can elect a person, but we don't control them. They controllers. Set up voting is a window dressing. It gives people hope. Yeah, but how long is that hope y'all gonna keep giving until you realize you've been fucked? That's my thing. How long y'all gonna keep having y'all head in the sand and keep letting them fuck y'all until y'all realize that there is nothing they're gonna do to help you? They're there for their rich friends. They're giving your money as taxpayers to their rich friends. So at the end of the day, all of it is just I tell you what you want to hear because I want your vote. I'm not gonna give you no stimulus check until you vote for me or you vote for the other side. And both Nancy and Mitch is playing into that whole voting thing because yet and still they have a lot of you people who feels like your voting is way more important than anything. I still, since I have been on this road, seen nothing that anybody has done as far as the Democrats and the Republicans did for the American people, besides help themselves and their rich friends keep getting richer while the rest of y'all keep getting poor. And y'all can pretend like it's not happening because that's what a lot of people do. You have been conditioned that way. I understand you have been conditioned. But don't get mad at me because I ain't trying to go along with that shit. Okay? That's just like when they bring out the motherfucking technology and they're forcing you all to participate in the technology stuff. And some of us don't want to participate in it. But you're going to still have those people that's going to tell you it's for the better of mankind. Is it really for the better of mankind, or is it really better for the people who creating these robots and the technology situation just to have control over you and make it into a deep state? Okay, so see, some things you don't want to look at, some things you do. Some things you want to pick and choose what you want to be mad at, and some things you don't, right? But if I don't want to be put into a world where it ain't nothing but like a big ass stimulation, and the internet controls every single thing. They have control over our damn minds and bodies, sound, and every fucking thing that goes on in this world. You think I want to live in a world like that? But you mad at me because I'm telling you I don't want to live in a world like that. But you telling me, well, it's for the better of mankind. Well, yeah, until Terminator came along, until, motherfucking damn The Matrix came along, and every other damn movie that they have with motherfucking robots being built and taking control, and every last one of them has the outcome of what? The motherfucking robots taking over and doing what the fuck they want to do, and then killing all the humans. Because humans, it's gonna be humans, right? That's the funny part. It's crazy that they tell y'all this stuff and you just ignore it. But that's why it's called TV programming, right? You're programmed for a reason. They're not dumb. All you have to do is go to StreamYard.com, connect YouTube, and create the podcast. That's simple. Stop playing. Hey, Prada, Brown. I'm being lazy as hell, child. I ain't trying to get the StreamYard, to be honest with you. I just been being lazy, child. I know they've been hardly been telling me how to do it. Lord, I'll catch you later. I so born. I'm about in, period. I know that's right, Hoodoo. Did you see 45 tell Sleepy Joe that he was selling pillows and blankets during the debate? Oop. No, I didn't see the debate, but I saw a little of it on CNN when they was talking about how, both of them was just being petty as hell, and it was like the worst again, because both of them kept going at each other, and then they didn't answer the questions that was given to them. It was a more on attack on each other's and each other characters. But they're not answering the questions that the American people needs to answer pertaining to them and what they need and want. Instead, Joe and Trump just went at each other like they did the first one. So if they did it again the second time, I'm just trying to understand, where do you guys come into play in that? What do you guys think about them still? Because see, the debate is something that I'm not gonna watch because I already know how the debates go. It's the same shit that they did before. Even when Obama was in the chair, it was the same shit before. So Joe and Trump is playing into the characters that they are, correct? Then they brought up his son. And I'm going to talk about that because that falls into the category of being a conspiracy. And there were some emails that was exposed. And I'm not going to talk about the emails pertaining to, that whole Russia shit, because that's a distraction. I want to talk about all this, the real shit when it came down to shit with children. But everyone ignored that. There's videos literally of Joe and Trump doing some very weird shit when it comes to kids. But we gonna ignore that because we're gonna vote for these people because we think that they have our best interests at heart. My thing is, if you want to vote for these people because you feel like they have your best interests at heart, that's on you. But stop trying to tell me what I need to do and try to give me all these lectures, history, go too deep. You taking it too serious. Trust me, you really are. I really don't give a damn about the voting. I really don't give a damn if you do vote or if you don't vote. I said I'm not doing it because I know that this shit is rigged and it's bullshit. Okay, a lot of y'all literally watched him lose the election and they still selected him. So I'm just being honest. This shit is rigged. They pick who they want in there. You had a president, and I don't know, I think it was President Roosevelt said that presidents are selected, not elected. Okay, and it's the reason that so many people say they're saying. Do you not know what that means? Do you not know what that means? Do you not know what he was saying? And shit, he was the damn president. I mean, I just don't get it. I was trying to vote for a lesser evil. But see, I can't get down with that though. I can't get down for voting for somebody who is lesser evil. I don't want to vote for anybody who is evil. It's fuck. I just don't. That's just me. I don't want to pick between two evil people. Okay, to me, either both are even on the same level. I don't view now one of them as one lesser evil than the other evil. Nah, both of them motherfuckers is evil. So why the fuck should I be voting for any one of these motherfuckers? I'll choose not to. That don't mean I don't have a voice. That doesn't mean me and others who don't vote don't have a voice and can't sit here and try to do any and everything we can to let people see. We ain't forcing you, but we're just trying to let you see. It's two shit sandwiches on. Two shit sandwiches. One has the corn, the other one doesn't, but it's still two shit sandwiches. Thank you, Miss Joe. It's two still shit sandwiches. Thank you for the 39 likes. More. What's more evil than the man who makes racist remark or a pedo? It's a lot going on, and see, that's what they go around. What's more evil than a man sitting here fantasizing about his own fucking child, and another man over here touching on little children and being very, very sexual with them on fucking TV? That's my thing. And then not only that, both of them is racist. Both of them don't even like black people, but it's all a ploy. You're allowing others to make your life decisions, so y'all allowing them shit. I ain't allowing them to do shit because they still don't control what the fuck I got going on in my life. The voting situation is not even the big problem of your government in itself. Your government in itself is not doing anything to help its own people because all of the money is being put back into the rich folks. And people fail to realize the richer gets rich and the poor gets poor. And we're seeing this during the pandemic. Not only that, but they know that it's the winter time. And since it's the winter time, we know a lot of people gonna get colds, right? Some people already finna get snowstorms and shit and blizzards headed towards them. But they got to deal with a whole damn pandemic with the coronavirus. Then not only that, but they also just told y'all that this shit mutated. So it tell me exactly how the hell is y'all supposed to navigate towards through all of that shit that you gonna have going on during the summertime. I mean the winter time. When you know that the shit is getting worse. But see, you vote for these people and you're voting that maybe they can stop the coronavirus and give you the vaccine. I had this problem with people who got mad because I said, oh, I don't vaccine my children. I have that right not to vaccine my children. Okay, I did vaccine my children and situations happen that I didn't agree with. A lot of women felt the same exact way. A lot of parents felt the same exact same way as I did. Okay, it's not just we're just saying this shit out the blue. It's just to be saying it because we're coming at people. No, when you see some shit, you don't just ignore it because your doctor telling you ignore it. I could tell my doctor, look, I got this bump right here on the side of my stomach. Can you help me? And the doctors be like, oh no, that's just a bump. Maybe you got bit by an ant or a spider or something, but it's not nothing serious. But I'm started telling you, please, can you just still check the bump? No, it's fine. It's fine. The doctor started telling me it's fine. Just going on and going, it's fine. And then next thing you know, it could be something serious. But my doctor told me to ignore the shit because they felt like it was a damn bump. I'm bringing my security with me. Blaming on the virus. The FDA just released a med to cure COVID yesterday. Okay, and you gonna take that? I ain't fucking with no vaccines. Yeah, I'm in Brown. Just let me know when you want me to come in your live. When you gonna have your live, and I'll come on screen. We will drag Mr. Tyra for the viewers interested. Shit, robots that can tell face. I'm going white face when that happened. I'm scared. Good morning, Blue. I did not see you. Learn to love. Good morning. Hey, y'all. I forgot to see L. Good morning. Good morning. That would be fun. I get off at 6 p.m. No, I'll speak with my other company girl. What other comment? I read the other one. I seen Pizarro. I said that Pizarro needs to get screen y'all going. It will come on top. Her conspiracy theories. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, y'all. I'm gonna do that. Okay, and then it's some stuff that I wanted to respond to as far as the B sector, but I'm not gonna respond to what is being said, because I'm not giving that shit no more energy anymore. I really don't give a fuck. People gonna feel how they want to feel, and at the end of the day, they have that right to feel how they want to feel. But I'm not giving that any energy as far as someone's feeling some type of way about how I feel about the situation at hand. I'm not. But what people not gonna do is try to pin other people out to be victims of the things that I have said to them when motherfuckers done set up here and said horrible shit about me. When motherfuckers doxed me on their fucking lives and came for my children and said fuck shit out their mouths. So therefore, I don't want to hear anything about what the hell I have done to someone, all because of the situation at hand I felt wasn't cool. That's just one thing that I'm not going to do. I'm not finna explain nothing to nobody neither as to why I was laughing at another woman. I'm not, or her dancing. I'm not explaining that, and I'm not giving anybody the rerun or the understanding of it. I ain't obligated to give you shit, and I'm not going to give you shit. So therefore, if you didn't get the why we was laughing, then that's on you if you didn't get it. But last I checked, I am a grown woman and I can laugh at what I want, especially when I felt. Because the whole chat didn't even have to laugh if they didn't want to. I felt the shit was funny. So I laughed. Shit, when I fucking fall and slip and bust my ass on the floor, should I laugh at my own damn self? When I do some shit that's embarrassing, I fucking laugh at my own self. So therefore, ain't nobody is gonna sit here and question me and say that they need to know why a bitch was laughing and all this other stuff because folks call themselves being professional dancer. You could be a professional dancer, basketball player, football player. If you do some shit I feel that is embarrassing, or if I feel like it was funny as fuck, I'm going to laugh. Because I'm grown and I could do that. Now, if you don't like it, oh well. I ain't up on here to kiss nobody ass, and I'm not finna kiss nobody ass. And I'm not finna explain myself to nobody neither. That's one thing I'm not gonna do because ain't nobody in my house, ain't nobody paying my bills, and ain't nobody taking care of me. I ain't up on this bitch telling nobody to explain shit to me. Or why they do this, or why they do that. I'm just not doing that. So nobody else should be trying to figure out or ask me anything pertaining to why the fuck I was laughing. I'm going to keep laughing and feeling how I feel. My own mama don't ask me no shit like that. So I ain't finna let the next female ask me no shit like that neither. Moving right along, child. Where you going to the chat over? Yeah, when she ready. Dang, who fell off the pole? Who fell off the pole? I don't know. Get repaired up to so I can see what's best for her tonight would be better for me. How can I contact you, Power to set up the time? All you gotta do, I'm in Brown, is to set the timer and I would be there. I'm a subscribe to you and watches your videos, so I will get your notification. Thank God that the notifications back working. No, Christy, you're not lovely. I was responding to hers. We don't do vaccine. We sign waivers. Yeah, but a lot of people also say you're a horrible parent if you don't get your children vaccines. And I'm looking at them like, excuse me? Just maybe because your child hasn't been hurt by it, don't mean mine's haven't. I'm not going to put my life I put my child life in jeopardy because of some medication that the damn government is giving me. And then when I try to have my doctor explain to me of these medications and the side effects and shit like that, I can't get a response because they are not used to you questioning them or asking them these type of questions. So who really the boo-boo the fool, me or you? Because you ain't gonna question your doctor. I have a friend in my real life whose mother is a fucking doctor and she gives vaccines to people children, and her own mother doesn't even agree with the vaccine, and she even went on her Facebook and talked about it and told people that her mother knows this about the vaccine vaccines, but she can't do anything about it because it's her job. So if you know this as a doctor, but you ain't gonna say anything, it's like people don't think that there's mad scientists and mad doctors out in the world. These people can know this. They go to school and being taught what they are told. Okay, you go to school to be taught what to be told. The fuck. So why would your doctor be able to explain a vaccine that they're giving your child? Not only is they giving them one, they're giving them like at least 2, 3. Your child has to go for at least 2, 3 shots. It's not one shot. They're getting like 2 or 3 shots. I'm just trying to understand. I ain't getting the flu shot neither, but child, oh, don't do that. I almost hit the wrong thing, y'all. I have to get home from work. I'm just a platform. Y'all can tell all welcome. Still here. Hey, for reals. Watch the documentary Vax. It will show the proof. Christy, see, I already watch his um that show. I'm subscribed to them. And I'm always there when they're talking about plenty of families that is dealing with a lot of these illness, just like I feel when the shingle shit popped off. And it's from you getting chicken pox. Now, I could have sworn when we were all kids that we were supposed to got the chicken pox vaccine, right? And that vaccine is supposed to prevent us from getting the chicken pox. And you only get it one time and you don't get it anymore. So we were told. Now, when you're a baby boomer and you're up there in the age, you're being told again, well, you have to get the shingles shot because you got a vaccine shot. And now you could get this nasty, disgusting ass, big ass rash burn on your body. So to prevent you from getting that, I'm going to have to give you the shield shot. But I could have sworn the reason why I got the chickenpox vaccine was for me to prevent shit like this happening. So you mean to tell me that the shit mutated and I could get some shit called shingles from chickenpox? Um, like ain't nobody questioning this shit. Nobody is questioning it. Like, and then the HPV. That vaccine and that disease there is the most weirdest one of them all. That's all I'm gonna say. That shit is weird as fuck. Yes, I haven't vaccinated my children since I watched the documentary. It opened my eyes. And it's good to do your own research. And none of the vaccine helps to protect the child. They're useless. Very useless. Because they still too. But see, this is why I say people are brainwashed into stuff. Because yet and still, people who do vaccine their children, they still feel like if your child is if you didn't get your child vaxxed, then why is your child near my child and they didn't get vaxxed? But my thing is, wouldn't the child that's not vaxxed have more risk than the child that is vaxxed? And then they love to say, well, no, because it's the herd shit. And it's like, okay, but you're still going around the question. If your child is vaxxed, what do your child has to worry about? Remember, your child is protected by getting the vaccine. The child that's not protected is the one that needs to worry about it. But it's people who children is vaxxed, and the parents that vaccinate their children is more pissed off than anybody. I don't get that logic. My flower, we talking about it now. We talking about the conspiracies now, girl. We talking about the vaccine conspiracy, though. The joint spoken very good today. Also, I want to talk about Maxwell. Um, See, the thing is, we gonna talk about our conspiracies, cause y'all know I love conspiracies, so I'm gonna talk about that shit anyways. Now, what I find very interesting is Maxwell also went to court yesterday, And while she was in court, y'all had a whole debate going on. So not many news stations or anyone reported on her going to court, except, I'm not gonna say anyone. I'm gonna say only a few. And when I say a few, I mean very, very few. One or two people I have seen, channels, YouTube channels, that reported on Maxine with the court and denied she had any allegations um pertaining to Jeffrey Epstein, of knowing about him in the child trafficking and all the child sexual abuse. She claims she had no knowing of that shit. She just was there to help him. Now my thing is how the fuck was you just there to help him? But you didn't see all these damn children. The man had a whole damn underground warehouse shit, if you want to call it. I'm going to say underground bunker, where he had 200 little white girls. And he said that he was going to he was going to he was going to get all of them pregnant so he could try to save the white race. Good morning, official. The man said he was going to get all 200 of those little white girls. These are kids, keep in mind, from different ages. I know none of them was in that bitch that was 15 and 16. Some of them wasn't in. He barely had any 14-year-olds. They were like 10 and under. 200 of them that he wanted to get pregnant so that he could save his race. And you mean to tell me, as you being the lady that is close up under him, you didn't have no dealings with it? But yet his victim said that you was the main one that was bringing them to him, though. You was the one that was tricking them into coming to him. So how you don't have anything to do with the pedophilia shit that was going on around him, and you're the one that was bringing him the girls. And not only was you bringing him the girls, but you also made sure you got girls that were a little older, the ones who ran away from home, so that they could get other girls like from their school who's a little bit younger. These are the things that you requested that they said. Honey. So how you didn't have no dealings? But yet, nobody really talked about it because everybody was focused on the debate between Joe and Trump. You see what I'm saying? Y'all have so many distractions going on around you that the real shit that we should be focusing on, we don't focus on. But I'm going to focus on it. I'm going to keep on it. Because that's what interested me. That's what is going to help me and millions of others. Because keep in mind, it's not just in the United States, it's all around the world. And it's not just conspiracy theorists in the United States, they all around the world. They all know that some shit isn't right, some shit isn't correct, and something is wrong. Now, if everybody else that living in their own bubble want to feel like the world is just what it is, then go ahead and feel that way. But a lot of us don't feel that way. And millions of them, and it's growing every day because I think the pandemic, because a lot of them had plenty of time to do their own independent research and look at things and see it from a different standpoint and understand that, yeah, something ain't right. Sorry. Can y'all hear me now? Nah, you don't do me how you do Nancy in that talent show. I mean, bro, I ain't gonna do you like that. I ain't gonna do you like that, Obi Brown, okay? uh, it was predicted way back that the year 2020 would be the Great Awakening. Hey, Hopper Sheen, how you doing? Good morning. Thank you, original content. It was already predicted. Not only was it predicted, but it was already spoken in the Bible, the Book of Enoch, and a lot of other books. Okay, the Book of Jasper. All these books have the same old outcome. The Great Awakening is going to happen. And they know it. But the thing is, a lot of Americans don't know it, but a lot of people from other countries know it. Just like a lot of people don't even know that it's not just what's going on in Nigeria, it's the whole entire damn continent of Africa. They pissed off at their government. They feel like they don't have their best interest. They keep voting for these people into the office only for them to find out that they being sold out. They're having Chinese people come in and take over, and the white folks moving in and taking over and giving the land to them, but yet they're not giving the land to the Africans, the ones who actually been working on the land and doing the land. Instead, they're selling them out to these people to come in and build it up. But instead of them investing it into Africa in itself, in their communities, in their people, because this is what they're voting for these presidents for, it's it don't happen like that for them. It's the situation with that SARS and in Nigeria is just the tip of the iceberg. You feel what I'm saying? That's just the tip of that shit. These people is literally protesting and fighting with their own government and presidents because they see the fuckery that's going on. It's not just in Africa, in China over there too, but you don't hear shit about it because China makes sure that nobody gonna speak on it or your ass gonna go missing. Like that dude who spoke on it and then he ended up going missing and he ended up dying. Okay, pay attention. I'm just saying, pay attention. Hey, Mary Jane. Hey, W. Jackson. Good morning. Pushing out the native. Exactly. That eyes would be open like never before. I, Original content, I believe after the election, a lot of people's eyes is going to open up. So that's why I ain't saying nothing, and that's why I stand on what I stand on when it comes to that voting. Because a lot of them feelings are fin to be hurt. A lot of them are going to be going through a lot of emotions, and they're going to be angry and pissed off. I don't know how long y'all think people is supposed to sit here and keep letting these people take advantage of them, and they're not helping them move forward in life. Y'all don't notice that life gets harder and harder for people, but for the rich folks, life get easy and easy for them because everything in their world is pretty much free, but I look at it as it being backwards, because if you have these people that have all this money but they get everything for free, but you have people that works every day and do what they have to do, if they is working at McDonald's, to people having their own careers, being a doctor, at the end of the day every last one of them have to work. Why? Because they're the ones who pay the taxes at the end of the day. But you have rich folks that is allowed not to pay taxes. They allowed to have write-offs. They could give money to scholarship. They can give money towards scholarships and colleges. They can have charities that they're giving their money to and saying that these charities is helping. But how many times have we seen so many charities get caught and being frauds? Like the one with the animal shelters one. The main freaking shelter one where they show the animals and they show the sad face with that song, and then the lady be talking and shit like that. Come to find out, they literally wasn't taking care of the animals neither. They were torturing them even more than the people they was taking the dogs and cats and the animals from. And you don't have all these celebrities put their face on in front of this brand. You don't have these celebrities put their face in front of that brand. All this shit. But yet, they never even knew that these fucking animals were still being tortured. Even though they thinking that the money and the donations that is going to these charities is for the betterment of the animals, only to know that it's for the betterment of the people who got the donations and the money. Just like it was with a heart, then I be looking at a lot of shit. Just like how it was with the Heart Association. I mean, not the heart, the cancer. Not St. Jude. St. Jude actually do their job. Okay? Those doctors take pride into actually helping kids that do have cancer. I'm not talking about them. And I ain't going to speak too soon on them because you never know. They could get caught too. But I'm talking about there was a whole, another cancer charity. Right? And the money that they was getting and donating to that charity to fight cancer, and their company was giving off the impression or the idea that it was to fight cancer for all people. Not just the kids, but for the adults too. They shut down that charity because only to find out the damn CEO, the person who owned that charity, was taking the money from himself. Now, I don't know if a lot of y'all watch American Greed, but this is where I get this shit from. Not only do I get it from there, I go and I research it. You look it up. You have plenty of people who give their reviews under these people, because I love to read the reviews. This is why I make sure when I buy shit online, if I do buy shit online, or if I'm looking at something online, I just make sure I look over it over and over and over and over again, so that I can make sure it's right and it's accurate when I'm looking at it over and over and over again. Because you know how the internet can be, and it's easier for you to edit it and put shit together when it comes to the internet. But when you read those damn comments, because some corporations can be able to have it where some comments can be fake as fuck, and you have people that get paid too from these corporations that gives reviews. They get paid to do that shit, and they lie. But you have real people that will comment on their videos. I mean, not their videos. They give a review and let you know don't do it. Do not fuck with it. It's a scam. You've been lied to. You feel what I'm saying? Thank you for the hi, Harley Q. She said thank God because I like St. Jude. Yeah, St. Jude is not one of them. They actually a legit you know, and that I don't even they are charity people too, but they actually help their people, help the patients and stuff that has the cancer. And they don't only just have it for the kids. They have one that's for the adults too, where they can have you go and have this some type of machine that can detect it and help them figure out how they can get rid of the cancer. It pinpoints the cancer for them distinctively, and then it ends up thank you for the 60 likes. Hey Jam Kim, good morning Davi. So true. Hey Reveal to Real, good morning. I love American Greed. Yes, I love American Greed too, y'all. Okay, American Greed, we put people on blast. They finally did an episode. Well, I ain't gonna say they finally did an episode, but they did an episode on Jeffrey Epstein, y'all. American Greed ain't hold back. Do you hear me? They hold back. They called out the officers, the government. They called out everybody, child, because they felt like it didn't make any sense that they had. Because keep in mind, he been had these allegations against him. For I'll say up to 5 years. He been having those allegations against him, and none of the officers did anything about it. None of the people around him did anything about it. All of them was in cahoots. And this is why I be saying to y'all have to look at it from a different standpoint, because I know some of y'all may not think that they all connected. They all connected. Now you have idiots that be arguing, well, Joe was partying with Jeffrey Epstein. You forgot Donald Trump was partying with his ass too. They were going to parties together. Not only was Donald Trump and Joe was there, even though back in that time, Trump wasn't even known as being the president. He was known as just being the character that he were from Hollywood. But you had more than just them there. You had Republicans and both Democrats partying at his parties. He had a lot of celebrities. Christy Teigen. Because, see, they also trying to get the heat off of her. And that's why that whole situation with her baby dying when she gave birth and all that stuff, that's a distraction. A whole damn distraction. To get the heat off of her for the shit that she wrote pertaining to children. And you want to know why it's easier for them to say shit like that to your face? It's because a lot of y'all have been conditioned and brainwashed. It's called television for a reason. It's called TV program for a reason. It's called programming for a fucking reason. How the hell you gonna say some disgusting ass shit like that about some little girls though? Okay, and she was saying it like it wasn't, and nobody at that time when she was saying the shit didn't even care. The stuff that she was saying about them children. And Bill Clinton, child, they got Bill Clinton, uh, they got the photo of Bill Clinton that motherfucking Jeffrey Epstein had hanging up in his damn office on his wall. It's a big ass fucking picture of Bill Gates. Bill Gates. Ooh, Lord, forgive me. Not Bill Gates. Of Bill Clinton with a motherfucking red dress on, with some red high heels on, and he had his legs crossed, bitch. I was like, look at this shit here. Look at this shit. Why the fuck would he have a picture like that hanging up on his, like, and he had to make sure it was the biggest picture that he had hanging up on his wall, because he had other pictures hanging up, and they weren't as big as that motherfucking Bill Clinton motherfucking damn picture. That bitch was big as huge as fuck. And he had a picture of this man in a dress and heels on. Something ain't right. I'm just saying, something ain't right. Reveal to girl. Thank you for the 64 likes, y'all. I appreciate it. Something not right. This is distractions. The distractions are to keep people from seeing what's really going on. Christy, and that's why I've been trying to tell them when it comes to that voting shit. It's a distraction from y'all to see what's really going on. Y'all more focused on what's going on with the voting situation than you is worrying about how the fuck they taking advantage of y'all. Or how the fuck they keep telling y'all the same old damn stories over and over and over again, just giving it to you in different ways. Thank you. Right in the motherfucking wall. Soon as you walk in that bitch, it's right there on the wall. Why the fuck would this man be having that type of picture of him? I'm just saying. Why? That's the shit I don't get. They had pictures of him partying with everybody that was in the circle. Just like when I had read the story of what happened to the star, the famous star girl, Shirley Temple. When I seen that episode that they did, and I'm gonna find the video and I'm gonna share the video so y'all can see them talk about it. Some of y'all probably already seen it, but y'all, cause it did blow up on YouTube, and it was getting a lot of backlash for it. So YouTube made it where it was hard for you to like get the videos, but they still that. But they made it harder for them to pop up in your recommendation, because when you watch stuff, then you will get more videos like that. But when they did do the videos, they try to give you the other videos where it doesn't show that it's weird. But come on, they had this girl on a dang boat. Not a boat. They had her. I don't know where the fuck they had her. But she on TV with like 10 men. 10 grown ass men singing to them with her the little dress on that we see bitches wear now, the dresses that be so damn short that you can literally see the cooter. You know what I'm saying? The dresses be so short. They had her on that. And she sang it to all 10 of these men. Now, the song is very disturbing, and I'm glad I don't know what, I can't think of that song, because the shit is disturbing. Okay, I think it was called Lollipop or some shit now. But it was disturbing as fuck. They had this little girl singing to all these grown-ass men, and each one of them all passed her around. Like, literally, they were holding her, passing her the fuck around. And you could tell she felt uncomfortable as fuck. Each time they tried to like shift her dress up, she pulls her dress down. Then the grown Shirley Temple finally came out and she told the truth. The lady said, it's a lot of pedophilia that goes on in Hollywood. She said it's a whole big organization, a secret organization. She said that a lot of parents also is the fault for a lot of the pedophilia going on, mainly her own mother. Now let me tell y'all this. Y'all remember this movie, The Wizard of Oz. Shirley Temple was supposed to play the Wizard of Oz. I mean, not the Wizard of Oz, child. Shirley Temple was supposed to play Dorothy. At that time, she still was a young girl. The reason why she didn't play Dorothy is because the producer of the fucking video of that movie sexually assaulted her. He took he I don't even want to like go into details of that shit, but you have to like get it out there so people can have that understanding. The girl was in the office with him by herself. Her mom was in the office with the other producer by herself. And Shirley said that the man came around the damn table and took his thing out and wanted her to suck his thing and told her she better not say nothing. And if she say something, he is going to ruin her career if she was to say something. She cried and left out of the room and told her mother. And then he also told her she won't get the role in Dorothy. If she wanted the role in Dorothy, she had to do this. Keep in mind, this is a little ass girl, and he is a grown ass old perv and shit. That sat here and pulled out his thing in front of this little girl, freaked her out. She cried and told her she didn't do it. If she don't do it, she won't get the role in the play. I mean, the role in the movie as Dorothy. She said, fuck that. And she ran the fuck up out of there. And then she told her mom. Her mom didn't do nothing. She said her mom didn't do nothing. Her mom laughed at her and said that the other producer did her the same way. Tell me that shit ain't fucked up. Hey, Fab and Ford. Tell me that shit. Hey, Lisa Horton. Tell me that shit ain't fucked up. Yep, lovely. One, that girl Judy Garland went through the same thing, but keep in mind, she also told the intel on that. She said that the girl actually had to suck the producer to get that role. That's why she played the role of Dorothy. And when I see that movie, I don't even want to watch the movie no more. Cause I was like, wow. And they took that. And not only did they do that, they had her up on a lot of drugs. Shirley Simple said they had them high off a lot of drugs. And she knew that as a kid, they're not supposed to be taking these type of narcotics and shit. But they had them high off of different types of fucking drugs and shit. If they didn't do what the producers wanted, they made them sit in a black box, or they'll make them sit on ice. She also said they did other things to them. It was one of the damn shows they had with her where she was supposed to be called a fucking a bassinet or whatever the fuck they call that shit. That they try to make it seem like it's a grown and sexy type of thing. Instead of it being called like being a stripper, they tried to call it something else. And she was with a lot of young other little boys that was in this play. And the little girl, she was the little girl that was going around collecting candy from them. She danced and they paid her in candy. I'm like, well, is they not seeing what's going on here? What the fuck was wrong with people in the 1920s? Keep in mind, what was wrong with the people going on in the 1920s was they was going through a Great Depression. So they wasn't paying no attention to this shit. And when they was, they ain't catch on to it or paid it no mind because they're more focused on the Great Depression that they had going on in World War II, right? Yeah. So they was being distracted. So while her and a lot of other kids are being molested and tortured in Hollywood, the rest of the Americans don't know what's going on because they just thinking, oh, look at Shirley Temple. She is such a cutie pie. Look at her. She's such a good actress. And da, da, da. But yet y'all ain't even know behind the scenes. She was going through the most horriblest thing in her life. And what's even more fucked up is that they told the parents they couldn't even be there with their own children. They had to leave their children there with them. And they got the money and they go and do what they wanted to do. And the parents all did it. She said her parents was making like $2,000 a week. Now, you know, back in 1920s, you making $2,000, bitch. They're like 20,000 damn dollars a week in today's money. Back in the 1920s, because everything was fucking cheap. But since her mama and was getting all this money, she didn't give a fuck. She'll drop her off there at the Hollywood studio. Go on living her best life. Leave Shirley there along with the other kids, like that little black boy. Everybody remember that little black boy? I can't think of his name, but it'll come to my mind. I get his name for y'all. But he played in on one of the little bassinet shits with her, and he was a scripper too, to the point where he script all the way down into his undies. I was like, what type of weird shit is this? They had little kids sucking on fucking gloves of the hand. I didn't get that shit. They had it with the milk pole all in the little children. The shit was disgusting, bro. The shit was disgusting. Do you hear me? That shit was disgusting. She literally went around getting paid in lollipops to the little boys. Come on, man. That's literally like being a stripper. But it's kids. They had kids acting like adults. And nobody found that shit to be like, that's some pedo shit. What type of producers want children to be acting like adults? And her being a fucking stripper, walking around the boys that's in the damn in the strip club, getting candy from them. Then not only that, but the dude she was supposed to be with, he was the owner of the business. So Shirley, as her being her little self, she kissed a hugging on her I guess you'll call him the boyfriend, but then kissing another dude behind his back. Come on, what type of shit? Y'all, that shit had me fucked up. All these celebs live unhappy lives. Yeah, Season of the Witch, hey. Yeah, Bow Wow. What show is this? Naturally, I'm gonna have to share that video for you. But all you could do is you could type in Shirley Temple and they will pop up. They have so many videos with her doing that type of stuff, to the point where the shit was just weird. Like, I didn't get how none of these people didn't see it was weird, and a lot of them had excuses. They was like, well, that's how they dressed it back in those days. You mean to tell me like how they be having their little girls dressing now? And then this bring me to yesterday. After we had went to the store, right? And on our way coming back to the store, going home, middle school children get out. Because, you know, they get out around 4 o'clock, close to 5. And me and my husband see this little girl walking, right? She walking. And I'm just looking at the light because I'm like, I'm ready, to get home. I'm tired. It's been a long day because all the situation that happened and shit. So I'm ready to go. Thank you for the 71 likes. I appreciate it. I'm ready to go, right? And then he just happened to notice the little girl and he was like, is she pregnant? And I was like, yeah, she pregnant. He was like, but this is middle school though. This is the time that middle schoolers get out. And I was like, I was just trying to like be like, maybe not. Maybe did she come do? I was like, did she get off the bus? And then it's a school like right down the road of where she was walking at, where we was sitting at the light. And I was like, nah. And he was like, no, she came walking down there from where that school at. He's like, she looks pregnant. I said, she gotta be pregnant because ain't no way. And keep in mind, she not big. She not big at all. She petite. Your stomach is gonna match your body weight. So if she was not pregnant, she would have a flat stomach. But the girl had a big stomach, like she was at least about 5-6 months. I was like, wow. You feel what I'm saying? She was young as fuck in middle school, pregnant, y'all. There you go. Thank you, the Season of Witch. Thank you. They typed it in the chat naturally. It is called, I found it on YouTube on the Good Ship. Lollipop, Shirley Temple. That's what it's called. I told you it was a boat or something. It was a fucking ship, and it's called On the Good Ship, and it's called Lollipop, bitch. And at the end of that motherfucking video, they had put some white powdery shit on her fucking face. Why would you put that shit on that little girl's face? Why? What was the purpose of you putting that shit on her face? Hi, little one. I was like, damn, I know her mama mad. I know her mama pissed off. I just know her mama want to beat her ass, but ain't nothing she could do because she probably hid the pregnancies from her. Because you literally can't really tell, especially when they small like that. Them stomachs ain't gonna get big to your ass by 7 months pregnant. That's when that belly get big and that belly get out there. When you about 7, 8 months pregnant, in 9 months, that's when that belly really grows. So that's why I said she looked like she was about 5 or 6 months pregnant. I thought maybe I was trying to downplay it. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, but maybe she may have a condition or something where she have a big belly like that. But then I had to double take and look at that stomach and the way it pokes out. I was like, nah, the little girl is pregnant. She's in middle school, and keep in mind, she could be in 7th grade pregnant. You will see a lot more of this coming to light. Yep, disgusting. Hey, Winston, what do you think about the Queen? Ooh, child. The Queen of England? What y'all think about this story? I don't know if y'all went and seen it. I actually posted the shit on my community wall. There was a little boy climbing out of the Buckingham Palace. And the girl that was video recording the shit, her and her friend just laughed at each other when the little boy was crawling out of the Buckingham Palace. And he was butt booty ass fucking naked. Did you hear me? The little boy used a cloth, a sheet or something that he could use to climb out that window. And it was 2 stories, right? Yeah, the Buckingham Palace like 2 stories. And he didn't give a fuck if he fell to his death. He didn't give a fuck if he fell and hurt himself or nothing. That little boy made sure he got up out of there. He literally climbed up that window butt naked and all, trying to get out of the Buckingham Palace. Now, if that shit ain't fucked up and weird to you, I don't know what to tell people, because there's just no way you could deny that. It was literally on video. Even though, the news did speak about it at the time. This is old too. The news did speak about it at the time, but they tried to say it was a lie. It was like the video was edited out and there wasn't no boy and blah, blah, blah. And it was like, no, no. You can't get over the evidence. The girl was literally just recording, because I guess they came to visit and to see the Buckingham Palace, because you do have a lot of people that goes and visit and see the place, and they are video record. She was just video recording, mind her fucking business. Next thing she know, when she went to go and turn to her right, she see there's a little boy climbing out the fucking window. And they heard her friend laugh, but to me, I think they laughed because it was like a nervous laugh, and they didn't know what was going on at this point. Because you seeing a little boy, he looked like he about 10, 11 years old, climbing out of a window, and he butt naked, trying to escape out of the Buckingham Palace. Something ain't right, okay? He was like, y'all bitches not finna make me y'all dinner tonight. Today, y'all better go find somebody else. But I ain't finna be your motherfucking dinner. I'm finna climb out this big window. I don't give a damn if I fall to my death. I'd rather just die falling out this window than have you bitches sacrifice me and make me y'all meal. Hell no, he wasn't playing, okay? He ain't stopped to look back to wait, and he ain't give a damn if they see him or nothing. The guards all just walk by, but you know how they do. They gotta stay in a straight line and march and do what they do. So they wasn't paying no attention. Because they watching everybody that's on the street that's watching the Buckingham Palace. So they didn't even notice him. And he didn't give a damn they did. He just trying to get the fuck up out of there. Then there's a story that I found out too, that the queen and her husband, back when they were a little younger, like probably in their damn 30s and 40s, went to a church and they had got 10 kids. I think they asked for 6 girls and 3 boys. All young kids. They wanted to take them on a picnic. Child, do y'all know that them 10 kids disappeared and never was seen again? And they talked about it, but she's the Queen of England, right? Next thing you know, no more, no more, no, we ain't hear no more about it. I was like, wow, so you mean to tell me the people at the church, the parents, all these people been trying to figure out what the fuck happened to them 10 kids that went on a picnic. Keep in mind, they went on a picnic with the queen and her husband, but never came back with them. And the queen ain't getting no explanation either. Like, what the fuck is going on with? She do like baby blood. She do. She likes baby blood. She likes to. Let me tell y'all something, okay? Because I think a lot of people be like, no, you guys watch too much sci-fi, or you guys watch too much scary movies, and you guys do that. No, no. I keep telling people, and plenty other people keeps telling y'all, there is a substance that's called adrenochrome. Now I had this conversation. I think who it was with you, Hoodoo. I think it was Hoodoo who didn't want to believe it. That she didn't think that adrenochrome is actually something that is real or anything like that. But hopefully she went and did her research and go to the movies that I told her about that explains the adrenochrome. It is a real substance that we produce as human beings. But it's more potent in children because when a child is in fear, it's in fear more than we are as adults. Because we as adults, our brain is more developed. This is why kids can go through a lot more things than we do as kids. A child can get shot in their head or get burned or anything of that nature they can go through, but they can end up surviving. Many adults can get shot in their head, and a lot of them don't survive. What I'm saying is, when you're a kid, you're built stronger, and not only that, but they mind is also built stronger, even though they're undeveloped, because they are undeveloped when it comes to the learning aspect of the things. But their mind is not undeveloped when they see the unknown. When they tell you there's a monster under their bed, or when they tell you that they see that imaginary friend, they're not joking when they tell you that. Some of y'all even have seen it when y'all was kids, but you were told to ignore it, or you were told that it's fake and it's not real. Your mind playing tricks on you. Understand, the mind doesn't play tricks on you. The mind is giving you what the mind is giving you. Whatever the mind is telling you for a reason. It ain't no trick on you, honey. It's telling you that for a reason. Okay? So, when a child goes through any type of torture, they mind kicks in that adrenochrome, which is adrenaline. And when that adrenaline pumps through your blood, this substance shoots up in the brain. And that substance is what protects us from the horrible shit that you will go through. Which is why when we go through a horrible like shit, we don't feel it. Because you go into a coma. You feel what I'm saying? You will go into a coma. Thank you for the 75 lights. I appreciate it. When you go into a coma, that's because the brain has kicked on the adrenochrome, and that's what it produces. Which is why you goes into a coma like state, because the brain gonna do whatever it can to protect you. It protects your body. At the end of the day, it's the reason why God designed the body and the mind the way that He has. But if you're alive and you're going and you're experiencing the torture, and I see, for some of us, it's hard to understand because keep in mind, a lot of us don't know what it's like to be tortured like that or to be tortured to death. And I thank God that I ain't had to experience that neither, because that's the most horriblest thing that you could go through in life, to be for somebody to fucking torture you and shit like that. And when they torture you, they making sure they taking the blood from the brain. It's they not taking it like, vampires do, or your veins and shit. No, they're making sure they're sucking the blood from the brain. And when I say sucking, I mean taking the needle shit that you use in the hospital, and they poke it in the brain, and they literally take it out of the child brain that is experiencing that traumatized activity that been put on them. They take that from that child and they get high off of it. And the reason why they get high off of it is because it's like a high that's higher than all the drugs that you could think of on earth. Okay, not only do that, but they also was told that it makes them feel younger again when you do this. When you take this, when you do this and you get the adrenochrome blood, the shit makes their youth feel younger. I mean, it's kind of like the movie Hocus Pocus shit. Let's be honest. It's just like the movie Hocus Pocus. Shit. Yup, Monster Inc. Come through. Look at y'all. Come through, y'all. Hold up, let me read your comments, Shy. Heather Orkroot said she died from Crohn's and her intestines were twisted. Who knows what really happened, girl? How somehow the British press is silent on Prince Andrew now. They like to push the Meghan and Harry news here, shaking my head. Ooh, little one. Girl, you noticed that too? I'm glad you see that, little one. I'm glad you see, I'm so glad that you see that shit. Yes, season they hate for a reason, shaking my head. All this, it's all documented. The real royal family is still around and they don't speak anymore since their lives are threatened to hush up. Rumors she was raped. I believe she actually was her death wish was too sudden. I wish our people knew they were originals. It's all begin and the end with us. Season of which down, child. They don't know. They think they listening to these people tell them that they race dying out, child. Y'all gonna be here. Y'all was here. Y'all was the first ones here, and y'all gonna be the last ones here. No matter how much people have step outside their race, y'all gonna always be here. Y'all gonna be the last ones here, and you don't even know it. The imagination is pure when you're a child. Even animals, once we grow up, we lose sight of our third eye. Yes, revealed too real, but except for me, child. I ain't use sight of mine, considering that, mine got bust open when I was a child. So it doesn't leave me. Mine stay open 24/7 a day. You feel what I'm saying? So when you do get it, you do block that shit out. Your third eye does it does decay, because keep in mind y'all getting chemtrails sprayed on y'all getting fed poison food that they know is clogging up the third eye on y'all. They're giving you drinks that got fucking arsenic in it that's helping clog it up. Like they making sure they do these things to you guys, to us, for a reason, to make sure that once you get an adult, because they made sure that as a kid your parents doesn't take most of the shit you say seriously. This is why a lot of kids have came to their parents, and we heard this time and time again. We heard this time and time again of so many kids telling their parents, you feel what I'm saying? Telling their parents that they have been molested or somebody has touched on them, and their parents don't believe them. They thinking they saw something and they just saying it's them and they interpret it as them, or they lying or shit. Like, I don't know why would a parent ever think that, but when they child come tell them some shit like that. But it's the way that they have been conditioned. It's no different from a child telling them that they see a monster in their room under their bed, like the movie There's a Monster Under My Bed. And when you discover who that fucking monster is, it's the same one who actually was the kid imaginary friend. Only thing is, he actually was the demon in disguise. You know what I'm saying? Mom didn't take it serious until a child went possessed. I'm just saying. Disney Channel is fucked up, y'all. Hey, still standing. Disney Channel is fucked up too, y'all. Like, and the motherfucking Walt Disney is the biggest pedophile there were in Hollywood. In Hollywood. And yet still people praise and worship that man. I don't get it. Notice how when horror movies are being filmed, someone died on the scene or set. They're on the set or have a freak accident. The Omen, the Exorcist, and many more. You are right, lovely one. Let's talk about how they sell They're selling melanin in pill form for these other folks. Our skin is gold. Believe that. Reveal too real. We can't talk about that because they ain't, black folks ain't ready for that. They still out here self-hating each other and loving on races and stuff. They ain't got time for that. They don't know the girl. They ain't ready for those type of conversations. They still in denial, but it's okay. Cause God gonna wake their ass up no matter how they feel about it, okay? They are going to wake up regardless. 2020 is going to give you the great awakening. Just wait on it. Wait on it. They are in our faces, erasing slavery out of history books, the internet, and most people's memories. They have replaced the word slave with servants and immigrants. We need to wake up. There is a movie with Tom Cruise, Eyes Wide Shut, will give you a little insight on what it does. Thank you for that, Lisa Horton too. That's another movie. Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah. That movie, y'all. Oh, child. Y'all need to definitely go. Y'all need to definitely go see that movie, cause get it on YouTube or watch it, cause that movie there, that movie will wake y'all eyes up, eyes wide shut. Okay, that shit. Um, that movie literally tells you how they view us, how shit goes. Like, they literally tells you in that movie, bitch. They tell you what you see is not what you fucking see. They tell you that what you're seeing is a whole damn distraction and stimulation. The fucking words and shit that you see on signs are all bullshit. When he put on those disguise glasses, y'all, child, the disguised glasses when they words, ooh, y'all gotta go see, because I don't know what words I could think of that they use. Cause it's you see it all the time. It's like a brainwash thing that goes on, and they be having those big ass posters or those big ass like screen things and stuff, and it would say some shit like I don't know if they had one. I think it was one where it says vote. And then when he put the glasses on, that shit said obey. So when he looked everywhere else, because around this time it was like doing a voting situation. Ain't that some shit? Thank you for that, girl. Ain't that some shit? It was one where he was standing outside, he was walking, and this dude kept messing with him, and the dude kept saying to him, like, put these glasses on. The dude literally fought with his ass, and guess who it was? Not no dude, it was his friend. It was his best friend, which was a black dude. His friend fought with him to the T to make him wear those glasses so he could see what the fuck he see and what the fuck he was talking about. When he put those glasses on him, child, that dude started seeing the shit he never thought he could see. When he seen other words that was on the billboards and shit like that, every last one of them shit says, "You will obey us. Obey. We see you." All types of shit. I was like, well, damn. Only thing is in the movie is that they tried to make it seem like it was about aliens, which we know what aliens are. They're demons. But you know how the movie's gonna do. They ain't gonna literally give you the whole entire truth. They gotta mix the truth with some lies, because that's how the devil run his game. He ain't gonna give you his whole playbook in the movies. He just likes to give you a bit of the truth in there while giving you lies. Shot, and then he was labeled as a crazy ass conspiracy theorist, and the rest of the words going on about their lives, not knowing that they had these motherfuckers living amongst them. They didn't know they had these aliens living amongst them, y'all. They didn't know when he had put the glasses on and he looked at a person, they wasn't real. They wasn't a human. Because when you can see in the glass, it's like an x-ray glass, to be honest with you. That's what I call it, like an x-ray detective glass and shit, where it can see through the bullshit and shit, and take off the blindfold, like a third eye glass, basically. When he looked at the dude that was standing next to him getting the newspaper and shit, he was not human. He was a fucking alien.
And when he looked at another human, he can see that that person is human because it'll show that that person is human. So it'll let you see why he was seeing what he was seeing and what was different from what he was seeing when he seeing things through his own eyesight. But when he put those glasses on, he's seeing things through those glasses eyesight. And when he put the glasses on and he seen that the dude was an alien, he got freaked out. Then when he looked at the old lady that was standing over there, he see that she was an old lady because it still showed that she was a human. But the dude, when he looked back at him, he could see that, nah, bitches, you ain't no human. You know what I'm saying? And the dude kind of detected that he knew that he was not no real human. You feel? You feel what I'm saying? He like actually detected the shit. Then, everywhere he walked and he went, he seen them everywhere in different parts of different parts in different places and shit. Some of them were poor and some of them were rich. Child, that movie was crazy, y'all. And animals can see too. Animals are good at it because their third eyes never go. That's why it's easier for them to detect shit when they know a disaster is coming, when they know that something isn't right or correct. It's easy. They detect shit like that. You know, their third eye will always stay open because God gave them that ability, you know, always. So yeah, animals too. Animals is very good at detecting. A lot of people may not understand it, but they're very good at it. They're very good at detecting the shit that you don't see, but they can see. Like that motherfucking news thing I had watched when a tsunami had hit one of those little islands and shit, and the girl was on an elephant, a baby elephant, and the baby elephant just ran off, went to higher ground, and her parents and the people that was around didn't know why the elephant was running with the little girl. They thought that the elephant was finna try to harm her and stuff like that. But they didn't know that the elephant got the fuck up out of there because the elephant knew that a tsunami was coming. Keep in mind, they was on the water. They was on the beach. So nobody didn't see the tsunami coming because when they looked out there, there's it's just a calm day. The beach is good. They don't see no tsunami coming their way or nothing. But the motherfucking elephant knew that motherfucker was coming, and that's why he got the girl and her family and some of the people who was running after him uh to higher ground. Because when they got to higher ground and the elephant stopped, because they was going to try to do something to the elephant and stuff like that. But when the elephant stopped, that's when they noticed the tsunami was coming. And the people on the beach still didn't have no clue until almost the tsunami got there. And that's when everybody started running off. But the motherfucking elephant already knew. Say the little girl and her family and the other people, because it knew the fucking damn tsunami was coming before they even knew the shit was coming. They didn't even see the shit coming. But for some reason, the elephant did. I was like, damn, that's good. Talking to why, all right. Hokey posting my shit. It's vibes too, but child. That movie there is the best explanation that you need when you want to know what adrenochrome is. Okay, you never know why they suck the life out of children. And when they suck the life out of children, what happens to the sisters when they suck the life out of children? They get younger. And the more children that they suck the life out of them, the younger they keep getting. There are protesters in front of the B Palace weeks ago concerning Prince Andrew, shortly after the MP announced the rule of the six, which technically bans more than six people gathering. Little one, but see, they ain't speaking on that anymore. They ain't speaking on Prince Andrew. Hey, Fresh Press Truth, thank you. They ain't, hey Sunshine, they ain't speaking on none of that. Because they're not even speaking on the shit. Hey, Saint and Christopher. They're not even speaking on any of that shit that's going on with Prince Andrew. They're not speaking on any of that shit that's going on with Maxwell neither. Every time there's some shit that pops off with these people in these big ass and and higher ups and higher power and shit, something always there to distract the Americans or the people of the world from what's going on around them. Except for us conspiracies, because we keep that same energy. We ain't forget. We know Jeffrey ain't killed himself. We know. Okay? We know. truth behind it about life. Yep, all the movies do. Nah, they ain't telling the truth all the time. Nah. But they still, you know what I'm saying, giving you the truth in those movies, bitch. I'm just saying. Thank you for the 78 likes. I appreciate it. Babies and animals have a higher sense of awakening. Birds and animals knew before we do. Yeah, they always do. That's the good thing about it. They always know. But human beings, for some reason, they ain't got that type of mindset, okay? They ain't got that type of mindset, y'all. They still stuck on the matrix. You know, living in their little bubble, thinking that everything that goes on around them is what it seems. But when they unplug themselves from the matrix, they see that behind the scenes, it ain't shit like they thought in that stimulation. All the fucking humans that was literally in like a whole damn, I don't even know what the fuck you gonna call that shit in the matrix. But all them in the fucking damn tube shit hooked up to a big ass giant computer built in the stimulation where they going to work. They living their best lives. Some of them pose. It's like our type of real world. But when they unplug from that, when the dude unplug from that shit, he see what the fuck is this shit? Oh, you see what it is? The ones that are the conspiracy theories are the ones that's always labeled the craziest ones in the movie. And once the people let him know what he was doing, I don't know his name. Y'all know his name. Okay, whatever his name is from the Matrix. That movie that gives you all the fucking truth right there. I'm just saying. This is what happens when you let people in power get more control over your life and everything you have going on. I mean, some people still don't believe that machines is studying your ass and mimicking your ass shit. But they are. They here to take over, bitch. And I hope I ain't here when they do. I'm just saying. Y'all can love this technology shit, but I'd rather go back into the old damn days. Thank you for the 80 likes. Send me the receipts. I can learn a few things from you. They got the man on the fifth world. Oh, I'm gonna look that up. Sure is. Exactly, we keep the same energy. Once you see, you can't unsee. Oh no, season of the rich. We can't unsee that shit. We can't unsee that shit. We can't let it go neither, because we have to keep researching and keep going deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole. I done been all the way to that rabbit hole to the point where I have reached the bottom to where it connected. So there is no more points of me going more deeper down the rabbit hole, because I done did so much research and so much, like, it's so much to remember. It's so much to think about. It's so much to put the pieces together. It takes you a while. Don't think that I have just been doing this for just last year. I mean, for a year. Okay, I've been doing this shit for a few years. A few years from when I got something told to me by my grandmother. And when she told me that, that made me start questioning a lot of things in reality. Because I was like everybody else, like, you have that feeling that something's fucked up, something is wrong. You just don't be understanding what the fuck it is, but you know it, and you just want to know if other people feel that same way. Like, something just don't make sense. The world that you live in doesn't make sense. The rules that's given to you doesn't make sense. The way that shit is operated doesn't make sense. Why the fuck I gotta sit here and go to jail and deal with shit like this, but somebody who very powerful and rich ain't going to jail though? You know what I'm saying? If I did the shit that Google did, I'd be fucking going to jail, about facing 10 to 20 fucking years in prison. But no, only thing the damn the DOJ is doing though, only thing they doing is suing them. So that shit right there is all bullshit too. They're getting sued just to let you guys know that, because they know that they have to tell you everything. See, most people doesn't know that Satan have to tell you the truth, though. He can lie into that truth, but he still has to give it to the humans in the full front. But he played a good game. You feel what I'm saying? He played a good game. She said, "Girl, oh, there you go, little one. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl." That was his name. But he played a good game. But he also know that he has to tell the humans what he's doing. But he did it very smart. But why wouldn't he? He was with the creator. He was there when well, he wasn't there when the creator created us, you know what I'm saying? But he was there after the fact. Shit. He got to be there with the creator. He's stupid as hell. How the hell you there with the creator and you know the creator created you? Why do you think that the creator would make you more powerful than them? And see, that's what I think that human beings fail to realize and can't grasp around, because a lot of I had this conversation with my own sister, Sha. She had me and her had a whole argument about it because she just couldn't understand why God would let us go through the stuff we go through, why God would let Satan do the stuff that he do to us and do these tests on us and have us go through trial and tribulations and stuff, because she think that the whole world is all glitter and fancy world too, child, like everybody else. You know, it's all about Instagram looking like you the baddest bitch out here in the world, even though someone be looking like aliens and shit. I'm just saying. But you know, that's the new look, the trend and shit, and she likes that type of stuff. You know, built on being this big bag, this beauty bitch. You can't live without your nails and makeup and hair. You can't live without them fits of pictures and shit. You can't live without getting that big booty. You know what I'm saying? Well, she don't need that. But you know what I mean, child. When they be trying to look like motherfucking Nicki Minaj. That's what I'm saying. Everybody want to be looking like Nicki Minaj, the Marilyn Monroes. You know, the bitches that gives you this life of being, you this bad bitch, this pretty bitch. And you gonna get any everything you want because you that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get billions of millions of not billions, millions of fucking followers because you that bitch, right? Thank you for the 81 likes. I appreciate it. You gonna get these motherfucking likes. Cause it's really built off who the fuck who liking your shit and how many people follow you. And you gonna get all these followers, right? And it's built off, I'm gonna say glam. It's built off the glam world. Cause we see the shit. That's all you see on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Even in your real life, that's all you see. You know what I'm saying? Bitches out here buying $500 weaves, but they ain't trying to go and spend them $500 on their car payment or they rent or they light bill. Bitch, they ain't even trying to go to the arcade and flip that damn $500 and walk out that bitch for $5 to $10. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just saying. They ain't trying to do that type of shit. No, these bitches is wearing $500 hairdos, going to get $200 nails and shit done, trying to look good for the damn world. Because it's all about looks. But when you have a natural bitch come on here with no makeup, no filter pictures, no nothing of that nature, you know what I'm saying? Guess what happens? Guess what happens? They get dragged. They get talked about. People become down on them. Who the fuck that was? That was what celebrity that was, y'all? That was everything they do, they tracking us. They track everything we do, child, and people just so gullible to the shit. It don't make no sense. But who was it? Portia? Was it Portia who decided that she didn't want to wear no makeup, no weave, no nothing? She just wanted to be her natural self, and she got a whole bunch of backlash for that shit. It's a couple of more other celebrities who just wanted to be natural as fuck. But they couldn't even do it because they got so much backlash from people talking shit about them. And it's like, that's a fucking shame that women cannot be themselves and be natural and not try to keep themselves caked up with this trying to look glamly and good all the time, but just want to be comfortable in their own self, in their natural state of themselves. They can't even do that anymore because it's frowned upon now. It's made fun upon now. It's not something that people want anymore now. They want you to be out here all looking like each other and looking like ants and shit. And I ain't trying to have no ant body and look like no damn ant. I'm just saying. Okay? A lot of them be getting the booties done and shit. That shit be looking weird. It remind me of the ants off the Ants movie with the women. You see how the booties be looking? They skinny as fuck but have a big ass thing. But like that shit is weird. It don't fit right. It just don't. I'm sorry, but this shit this shit don't fit right. Yes, they do. Child, that's why I make sure I cut my shit off. Be listening to Alicia Keys did that. Alicia Keys, there you go, her too. Alicia Keys did it too. She got a lot of backlash. Like, what is wrong with women being natural? Hmm? What is wrong with it? And when I say that, I'm not. It's not. It wasn't just towards black women. They had a lot of women. Like I seen one. I think it was with Ariana Grande. She didn't want to have on, all her makeup. Miley Cyrus, Taylor Swift. None of them wanted to wear their makeup and their hair and their glam or anything or fit to their pictures like they do or none of that shit. They just wanted to come and just give their fans a natural picture. Child, they got dragged too. No, Aubrey, we don't want to see you looking natural. We got to see you glammed up. Taylor Swift, that's not, you can't do that. Like, why do y'all do that? Let these women be natural. I don't think being natural is good enough. They don't think being natural is good enough. No, they don't think being natural is good enough. But luckily for me, I don't give a fuck what nobody think. I'm gonna be natural. Okay, I am comfortable. Yes, Aunt Booties, little legs shaking. Y'all, nah. I said the reason why they try to be like Nicki Minaj is because with her, she doesn't look like an ant though, because Nikki has weight on her. Nikki is very thick with hers. Her body matches her butt in the way that her body is designed. You feel what I'm saying? But when you have Cardi B and you have Queen Niger, and then you have all these other damn females, they all be out here looking like ant booties and shit. And they be like, okay, but why would y'all try to get the booty bigger than your body? Like that shit is weird. That shit is this that shit be that shit they'll just be having me laughing, and then they get insecure with it because they know it looks weird on them though. They know that shit be looking weird as fuck on them. Like I just laugh. I be like, wow. And then yeah, Chloe fixed her face to try to look like Beyonce. She got a lot of backlash. That shit was funny too, cause I was like, what the fuck she thought was gonna happen? They really out here trying to look like black women. Like and black women don't have that type of body, to be honest with you. Our body is built the way that it is because we were born with hips and curves and that gift. We was born with that. A lot of us was. Not all of us, but a majority of us was born with it though. Majority of us was born with these type of lips. We ain't got those crispy ass small little lips and stuff. We were born with these plump lips and stuff like that. What we were made fun of now is something that we other folks wants to be. You got non-black women out here claiming to be black now. You know what I'm saying? The shit is crazy, y'all. She did look stupid. She looked stupid as fuck. People that sign their checks don't want them to be normal. They crazy. But y'all, it's another thing that I had where somebody was London Traveler. You wrote me that comment to say that. I hope you feel better now that you got it off your chest. Oh, I swear these people be cussing me out. That shit is funny. Child, keep cussing me out. I don't mind it. I do not mind you cussing me out. Okay. Y'all, I'm finna go. I'm finna do more research and I'll come back because there's something that I want to speak on as far as something else that I seen that's going on, drama on another section with this tell all book and this girl named Alexandra, and then some other shit just happened with the girl Cameron and Corey, and how Corey ex-girlfriend exposed that he still messing with her, been messing with her, ain't left her alone since he been with Cameron, and all types of shit, y'all. And I gotta come back so I can talk about it, okay? I gotta come back so we can talk about that shit, cause that right there, I think it's very interesting. And also to get everybody, it's like the gospel side, but it's really like it's the B sector, but it's not the B sector. It's the gospel sector, and it's the beef gospel sector. I'm gonna call it. And the reason why it's called the beef gospel sector, they do videos on bigger YouTubers like Cameron, Corey, Damien, Bianca, Bianca, Queen Niger and Clarence and Chris Sells and DDGG and all them people. They be doing videos on them and they be getting exposed. Also, Cameron got caught in some type of scheme and scam of her fans by having them participate in some type of damn audition for a boot camp, and these people paying $20 for her, but they not even sure if they're gonna get picked. But the ones who don't get picked, they supposed to get a refund. But some of the people who I'm guessing who went to the boot camp auditioning that paid their $20 fee, they didn't get their money back, so they calling her out for the shit and saying that she's scamming her fans. So I gotta come back so we can talk about that too. That's some drama, okay? Because we could talk about other people drama too besides what be going on in the beef sector. Because the drama that be going on in the beef sector is like recycle shit. And then also I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk about the shit that happened with Miss Angie and Miss T and her sister. Because some shit happened last night on Bree Live. And with the cash out, people sending $500 like that shit is okay. Especially during pandemics and stuff. Send me $500, okay? If you want to be generous, send that shit to me. I'm just saying, we just giving out money like that, like ain't nothing, we ain't care, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I will be sure. I watch a person he called Martin Lewis. Brown know who I'm talking about. Go to his channel. He's called Martin Lewis. He gonna pull up. He got over 200 subscribers, and you will see all the drama that's going on. I will catch y'all later. Bye.